Hello and welcome to A Life More Boaty. Here we are at the Palmer Boat Show, which I'll be honest with you is pretty busy today, to have a look at the Geno Mary Fisher 1295. Relatively new boat. You can see why it's so popular, because it's absolutely incredible. Packed full of space and intelligent design. Start externally, she comes with the max power you can get is a set of 300 V6 4.2 litre horsepower Yamaha outboards. You have little bathing platform sponsoring extensions either side with a swim ladder there. It's actually quite nice. On the leading side here, you've got a grab handle to help get yourself on board, gate to lock everybody in, mooring gear and asymmetric decks. So as you can see, that deck leads us forward is the larger of the two decks, and the deck on the other side is substantially smaller. You have storage across under all of these seats, and then this seat here, effectively, if you need it to, you can slide it forwards when you're lifting the engines out of the water, because when you lift the engines out of the water they'll tilt all the way forward, so you need to move that seat forward. But in this position, at the backward space if you like, it gives you the most amount of cockpit space, and you've also got the ability to fold the table out, effectively giving you that dining space across the whole of that seating area. Now I talk about clever design. Another clever feature is obviously you do need the ladder here to get up to the flybridge, but if you're not using it, so your anchor, let's say, it unclips and clips flush against the windscreen or the window there, giving you a lot more cockpit space. So we will head forwards as it's getting a bit busy. You can see here we have the fold down side deck. Up the larger of the two decks. Again, the grab rail here is about hip height for me. As we pass by, you can see you've got the sliding access door to the helm station, which is always nice to have, and that's countered with a window over the far side there, so you can get a really nice cross breeze. Step up to the bow, and you can see first of all there's a panelling section here of glass putting light down below, and also hatches for ventilation. It's a hot old day today, so we have the bimini up at the front, but what a lovely foredeck area. 3 individual sun lounges with backrests and armrests, cup holders, complementary seats facing the other way, so you could easily bring a little table up here. Forward anchor as you would expect, and then there is anchor winch under that seat, and if I can find the right catch, you've got storage and access into the anchor locker in there. You'll also see, and this glazing panel here is a little window that throws light into the fore cabin. Now for the sake of it, we will go down the narrower deck, because it is still a very, very workable deck. You just have to sort of put one foot in front of the other. The only thing I would say is missing is a grab rail down this side, particularly if you're holding a camera in your spare hand. But because the guardrail is quite high, you can actually lean against it, and there is another handle when we get round here. So we'll now head up onto the flybridge. Up here, and again this ladder in the out position has got a nice angle, and you've got a grab rail on both sides, and as you get to the top there's another grab rail at the top here to help you up. So once you're up here, plenty of space. Start with the helm station. Nice Geno sort of in-house little seat there with fold up bolsters, throttle controllers, joystick controller there, zip wake, bow thruster, the Yamaha engine display, and a Garmin repeater up here. Lovely space for lounging in front of the helm station. The great thing about this is because you've got the windscreen here, even if you're going along, you're going to get protection right the way forward. You can see again, because of the weather, we have the optional bimini on this one, and you'll also notice there's a section in here, so there's a cushion you can put in there, which effectively brings that seating all the way around to here. You can shift this backrest across like that, take that section out, and then you've got effectively helm station, if you like. I think a couple of steps over here, helm station there, and a navigator and companion seat next to you. Behind all of that, again, if you put that seat back the other way like that, you've then got a big section of C-shaped seating to dine. And it would be remiss of me if I didn't suggest that that table would drop down and give you the capacity to put a sun lounging in there. Doesn't look like it does, but it might do. and then you've got your radar arch and bits and pieces behind. So let's go and have a look inside.
Donc déjà, elle a la planche latérale.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
So the other thing which is quite nice, whilst you have a folding deck on that side, you've got a sea door gate on that side. You then have a little pop-up section here to extend that galley out. Galley up. So over here we have a rather lovely galley, double sink, double hob. Little ice chest in there. And then on the other side over here we have a couple of sliding fridge freezer drawers, more storage above. Swing it round and we have this rather lovely dinette with a high-low table, but the fabrics and the colourings in here are rather fantastic. Obviously that feeds beautifully to the galley and to the cockpit. There's that side door we looked at, helm station, which again is a slightly more fuller version than upstairs. So you've got the throttle controllers, the joystick, the brilliant zip wake controlling system, 2 Garmin screens, the usual selection of Carling switches, a quick anchor chain counter down there, engine display, joystick, and again, it's really handy. This door just enables you to go out to that cleat or head straight away aft. So we will run downstairs quickly. Well, there are not too many people about. Head forward to the VIP first, or the master actually in this case. So nice big centre berth. It's quite nice as well. The bed is set quite low to the floor, which when you first come in seems a bit odd, but it does give you lots and lots of room above the bed. You can see all of that hull glazing now that we looked at in the front, and just before it drops down for those sun cushions above us, you can see I'm 1.73 m. There is plenty of space in there. Storage all the way around, cupboards on both sides, big cupboard in here. I'm saying I haven't checked, but there you go. Yeah, and there's one of the infill cushions. Potential for a TV mounting on the wall. And then in here we have the ensuite master heads. Nice separate closed in shower. Lovely sink, moulded sink. And behind the door here is a very conventional loo. And then above us we can see one of those panels that we looked at in the superstructure that allows for a bit of light and some ventilation, and there's one of the other deck hatches we looked at. Come out of the master cabin and head into the shared heads for the other 2 cabins. Loo, shower, sink, mirror, hull windows, sort of the same format. And then there's a couple of cabins on this side which are pretty much a mirror of each other. This one has slightly more headroom in here because it's not cutting away for the helm station. Wardrobe, hull windows, and then 2 nice single beds, which again I'm pretty confident you could make into a double. But there is better headroom over this side, as you can see. I don't know how well it definition of the camera, but there's a cutaway section here that does lower the headroom over on the inboard berth. We come out of that cabin, take a step back, and go straight across to the other cabin. This is a little bit smaller. There's a bit more of a cutaway here, but there is still a stand in here. 1.73 m, plenty of headroom, access to the back of the helm station, and quite a big cutaway here as we drop down. But you'll see still 2 single berths that could easily be made into a double, and then hull windows there, and as its partner on the other side, wardrobes in there as well. So if we carry on out the back, we will go forwards, I think. Oh, we've done forwards, yep, I've lost my train of thought. So, storage, obviously outboard engines means there's not a lot going on in the hold, so you then get a nice big storage bin in here. And I say big, I do genuinely mean big. Look at that, runs both ways and across there. Access and some trip systems in there, like that. And I probably won't open it because we are at a boat show and there's about 4 people waiting to come on. But you've also got underneath here a big lazarette and access to things like the generator and some of the tankage. So there you go. I think that's it. I will finish on the bow actually. I think it's just fantastic, especially on a day like today. And say thank you very much to Jeannot, Mary Fisher team, for letting us have a look around their boat. What an absolutely fantastic place to be sitting, having a drink of an evening. So thank you very much for watching. I would request you, as always, to like and subscribe. It makes such a difference to us putting all the effort together to make these videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time round.